In our last investigation, we exposed how the phrase "made in USA" has become a marketing lie for power tools and outdoor equipment. We showed you how private equity firms have hollowed out the brands you used to trust, replacing metal with plastic, and engineering your products to fail in 5 years. The comment section was flooded with thousands of angry homeowners asking the same question. If Craftsman sold out and Maytag is disposable and Whirlpool is a subscription service, what refrigerator can I actually buy? Is there anything left on the market that will last 20 years? Or am I forced to replace my fridge every 7 years for the rest of my life? Today, we are answering that question. We have compiled the refrigerator white list. These are the 5 specific brands that have refused to sell out. They are not cheap, they are not smart, and they do not have French doors or ice makers that connect to your phone. But they have one thing in common. They are built to be owned, not rented. They are built to be repaired, not replaced. Here is the mechanics list for the modern kitchen. Number 1 on the list, the commercial survivor. If you walk into a big box store today, you will see rows of refrigerators that look like they belong in a luxury showroom. They have French doors with curved glass shelves, touchscreens that display the temperature in every zone, and ice makers with built-in water filters. They are designed to look impressive under the LED lights. But inside, they are built with plastic shelves that crack under the weight of a gallon of milk, sealed compressors that cannot be serviced, and circuit boards that fry the moment a power surge hits the grid. If you want a refrigerator that will keep your food cold for the next 25 years, you need to ignore all of them. You need to buy a true refrigerator, specifically the T-Series commercial reach-in. True is different because they do not build consumer appliances. They build commercial restaurant equipment. The unit you buy for your house is effectively the same machine they sell to a professional kitchen, just with a residential warranty. It does not have a touchscreen that tells you the humidity level. It does not have a door alarm that beeps when you leave it open for 10 seconds. It has a mechanical thermostat. It has a serviceable compressor with steel coils, and it cools to 38 degrees within 2 minutes of closing the door. Critics will say it is industrial. They will say it is too plain. They are right. It looks like a walk-in cooler that was shrunk down to fit in your kitchen. But while your neighbor is replacing his LG French door model for the 3rd time in 12 years because the ice maker flooded the kitchen and the sealed compressor died, your True will still be running. It is a restaurant tool in a domestic space. Number 2, the parts immortal. If you own a home, you likely need a refrigerator that will survive a power outage, a move, and 20 years of daily use. Most modern refrigerators today are powered by cheap, disposable compressors. They run loud, they vibrate, and after one power surge or one move to a new house, the sealed system fails and you cannot repair it. You throw the entire unit away. There is one exception, Sub-Zero. I am not talking about their luxury built-in models with the glass doors, although they are good. I am talking about their classic series, specifically the 600 line. Sub-Zero refrigerators are the gold standard for a reason. They cool on the first cycle. Whether it is 110 degrees outside or 20 below zero, a Sub-Zero compressor wants to run. The engineering tolerance inside a Sub-Zero evaporator coil is microscopic compared to the generic brands. But the real reason they make the list is parts availability. If you buy a refrigerator from a discount appliance store and the door gasket tears, you throw the refrigerator away. You cannot find the part. If you break a relay switch on a Sub-Zero from 1988, you can still walk into an authorized service center and order the replacement component. They respect the machine enough to support it for decades. If you are buying a refrigerator to store food for your family, do not bet your groceries on a sealed system. Buy the Sub-Zero. It is the only refrigerator that respects your time. Number 3, the American Anchor. We cannot talk about building a kitchen without talking about what holds your food. For the working family, a refrigerator is not a status symbol, it is equipment. Most modern refrigerators are built using what the industry calls planned obsolescence. They design the plastic shelves to crack after 5 years. They seal the compressor so you cannot service it, and once the circuit board dies, the refrigerator is trash. You cannot fix it. If you want a refrigerator that qualifies as an asset, look for one specific term: made in America with serviceable components. Brands like Uline, specifically the modular refrigerator line, still use this method. They build units in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with compressors you can access, shelves you can replace, and door gaskets you can order from the factory. Why does it matter? Because when the door seal wears out after 10 years of opening and closing, you do not throw the refrigerator away. You call the factory. They send you the $60 gasket and the installation guide. You pull off the old rubber strip from the channel. You clean the metal frame with soap and water. You press the new gasket into the groove, starting at the top hinge and working your way down both sides. A refrigerator with fresh seals and a clean condenser coil is more efficient than anything you can buy new. You can service it 3, 4, or 5 times. A $2,500 refrigerator that lasts for 20 years is infinitely cheaper than buying a $1,200 disposable unit every 7 years. Stop buying sealed systems. Buy a refrigerator that can be serviced. Number 4, the simplicity machine. In the appliance industry, we have been sold a lie called smart technology. Wi-Fi connectivity, touchscreens, cameras inside the door so you can see your groceries from your phone. They all promise an easy life, a refrigerator that manages itself. But it is a trap. Those electronic systems are fragile. You cannot replace the circuit board when it fails. You cannot bypass the sensor when it malfunctions. And no matter how careful you are, within 5 years, the touchscreen will stop responding and the ice maker will flood your floor. You end up throwing away a $3,000 refrigerator because the computer died. The solution is to go back to the 1980s to mechanical controls. A brand like Frigidaire Commercial, which is still assembled in the United States, sells a top freezer model for $1,800. It is a plain boxy unit with a mechanical thermostat, but it is indestructible. You can adjust the temperature with a dial. You can replace the shelves with standard parts. You can access the compressor from the back panel. The more you use it, the more reliable it gets. The mechanical thermostat never drifts. We have seen Frigidaire Commercial units from 1995 that are still running in rental properties. There is no planned obsolescence in a mechanical dial. There are no circuit boards to fail. It is the ultimate rebellion against the disposable appliance economy. Finally, number 5, the steel fortress. In our last video, we exposed how Whirlpool sold out. So, if you need a refrigerator that will not fail in 7 years, where do you go? You have to look for the brands that still build their cabinets with steel in the United States. For top freezer reliability, the name is Speed Queen. They are still made in Ripon, Wisconsin. The cabinet is steel, and the shelves are reinforced wire. When you close the door on a Speed Queen refrigerator, it seals with authority. It does not flex. It does not bounce back. The latch grips. For side-by-side models, you should look at a brand called Liebherr. They are not as famous as the big box store brands because they do not spend millions on marketing. They spend their money on the compressor. They developed a dual compressor design that keeps the freezer and refrigerator on independent cooling loops. This gives you 40% better temperature stability without overworking a single motor. These refrigerators are not shiny. They do not have LED lighting that changes color. They look industrial, they feel heavy, and they come with a warranty that is backed by a company that actually makes the product, not just a holding company that imports it from China. Here is the verdict. The Buy It for Life philosophy is not just about saving money. It is about opting out of the cycle of waste. The corporations want you to be a consumer. They want you to buy a new refrigerator, a new dishwasher, and a new range every 7 years. They want you to be dependent on their supply chain. When you buy a True or a Sub-Zero or a serviceable compressor, you are breaking that chain. You are taking ownership of your kitchen. You are saying that you prefer to repair rather than replace. These refrigerators cost more up front. We know that. A true T-Series costs $4,200. A Sub-Zero 600 costs $8,000. A Uline modular unit costs $2,800. But the most expensive refrigerator you can buy is the one you have to buy twice. If you spend $1,500 on a Samsung French door model and it dies in 7 years, you spend another $1,500. That is $3,000 over 14 years. If you spend $4,200 on a True and it runs for 25 years, you spend $4,200 over 25 years. The math is not complicated. Stop buying the marketing. Stop buying the touchscreens. Stop buying the sealed systems. Buy the steel. Buy the compressor. Buy the mechanical controls. And build a kitchen that lasts longer than the warranty.